All right, good afternoon. We're back in Benson. We went and loaded up in Phoenix this morning. Really nice, easy load. I spent the night in Eloy last night, and the starter on my little generator started acting up this morning. I was trying to start the generator. So I'm back home. I got to take my 30-minute break anyway, so I'm back home. If you guys remember that old generator that I bought at the salvage yard last summer, I believe, or the beginning of the summer, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna get the starter off that old generator, hopefully it works, and the alternator off that old generator, and I'm gonna put them in the truck, and I'll change them later when I got a little extra time. But let's take a look and see what we got today. So we had a, oh look, I put my candy canes on the front there for Christmas, so Merry Christmas. Let's see, we got a generator. Got a little power generator. Only weighs 5,000 pounds, nice and easy. So the only, I guess, weird thing is that the hooks would not fit through the holes to chain it down, so I had to take the pins out. And all I do is I just, not this one, but all I do is I take the cotter pin and pull it out, and then take the hook off, run it through the holes, and then hook it back up. So, but here's what the here's the final on the accessory cable for the dump valve, and it's working. So, and I put a little zip tie. I get in a habit over the years. I put a little zip tie on there, just to, on the safe side. I've always done it. Not that it'll pop out, but just a little bit of extra securement to keep them in there. So, but other than that, looking pretty good. So, this is going to Georgia, just south of Atlanta. So, and usually these have a fuel tank underneath them. This is like a stationary generator that they mount. I believe this is going to a hospital or something. And usually they have like a fuel tank mounted underneath it. But they said that they're going to mount the fuel tank when it gets over there. So that's what that is. Let's see, truck's looking good. We'll do a quick walk around real quick, make sure everything's looking good. Teresa's on her way to come pick me up. So I have had people ask me, let me go out over on this side here, get out of the sun, what that dump valve does. And let me explain that real quick. So what that dump valve does is it releases the air out of these airbags in the back. So when I hit that switch in the cab, it'll release that airbags, and then that axle, there's no pressure on this back axle. So if I'm going around a sharp turn or I'm trying to back into a parking spot, there's no pressure on this back axle, and it's just easier on the tires and the suspension with the spread axle like that. And that's what that dump valve does, is it releases the air out of these airbags, and then that axle is just sitting there. There's no pressure on it, so it's just, you know, just the weight of the axle. There's no weight of the trailer on the axles. So that's what that dump valve does. Let's go walk around. There's Teresa. Come pick me up. So I'll go get the little starter and the generator off. Other than that, everything looks good. Doesn't look like we're missing anything. There's Teresa in the Jeep. So, all right, let me go get the little starter and the generator, and we're gonna take our 30-minute break and then get going. Make our way probably over to Las Cruces, New Mexico tonight. So talk to you in a bit. All right, I finally made it home. Teresa picked me up from the truck, and we went and ate a late lunch, early dinner. So I couldn't pass that up. Spend a little bit more time with the wife before I got to go. But here, take a look. So this is the pile of generators. That's the old box from the truck. That's the generator that's on the truck right now. So we're gonna get the parts off this. This one is a old tri-pack that a guy gave me. So I've been taking a little bit of parts off of that every now and then too. So let me get my tools. There's the old Ford. Let me get my tools and we'll pop the lid off and take a look. And I'm pretty sure the starter and that's still on there. So so let me get that off and then we'll take a look, see what we got. All right, so here's the starter. It's a little rusty and dirty, but we'll see if it still works. And I'm gonna head and grab that alternator also, throw it in the truck. Hopefully it'll still work. But I got the generator head, so it doesn't look that bad. We'll see. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, then I'll have to order another one. So all right, let me get it off, and it shouldn't take too long. All right, I got the starter off. There's Teresa, she was helping me. Got the starter off. I got the alternator off, but the alternator is froze up, so I don't think I'll be able to use the alternator. But here's the starter. It still spins, so it's not frozen, so it might be good. These are about $200 to get a new one, so if I can get a little bit of life out of that one, that'd be good. And then here's the pile of old alternators over the years. This is the one I just took off and it's froze up. So and then these two are old alternators. I just kind of keep a pile of old parts here. So there's the exhaust. But all right, that's it. I gotta go get cleaned up, and then we're gonna get on down the road. Gotta get over to Las Cruces, so hopefully before our 14 hours runs out. So all right, I will talk to you guys when we get on the road. So talk to you in a bit. Bye. All right, let's get going. So we got 4.5 hours. Everything good. So we got the starter. I did hook it up to some jumper cables, and it did run. So we'll see if it works. I'll mess with it tomorrow before we leave or something. But anyway, I guess so me and my wife, we ended up going to late lunch, early dinner, real quick. Then I came back, got the starter off, let's see, and then I had to put some air in the tractor tires because she wanted to use the tractor tomorrow, so I got that ready for her. And let's see, what else did I do? Oh, and the one good thing about coming home was when I went to get my DOT physical, the last time 2 years ago when I got my driver's license, I didn't wear glasses. And now in order to pass the eye test, I have to wear glasses. So when I got my physical, I had my glasses on. Well, they marked on my physical that I have to wear my glasses when I'm driving, which is understandable. Well, when I turned my DOT physical into the state of Arizona, they caught that, kicked it back, had to go get a new driver's license with a license restriction on it, meaning I needed my glasses, or my glasses restriction. And wave to a neighbor. So anyway, my license came today. I thought my wife was going to have to mail it to me, but I managed to get my license. So I guess that was a plus on coming home. I have to deal with that. So I got my new license. So I am good to go for that. We'll get back in the groove. We got a nice light load. I told you guys that earlier, but we got a long way to go, so we're gonna have to hit it hard. We don't have too much time to play around, but it takes a little bit to get back in the groove, but not too bad. So, all right, let me finish getting out of my dirt road here. From the blacktop to my house is about a mile down the dirt road. It's not too bad. It's not too rough. So, all right. I will talk to you guys when we get to Las Cruces, or close to Las Cruces. We got Las Cruces 250 miles, so we're looking at a little over 4 hours, and we got 4.5 hours on our clock, so we should get there pretty close. All right, talk to you later. Alright, we made it down here to Las Cruces, New Mexico. We did pretty good. We had an hour left on our logbook, so today went pretty good, actually. Like I said, we spent the night in Eloy this morning. Woke up, ran to Phoenix, loaded up, ran by the house, stayed at the house a little longer than I expected, but that's all right. We had a nice lunch dinner, and then I got the starter off the other generator. I'll put that on tomorrow, probably during my 30-minute break. Truck's running really good, nice and smooth, quiet. Satellite dish is working. The switch for the dump valve on the trailer is working, so everything's going pretty good. We got to be in Georgia on Thursday, and from right here we got about 1,400 miles, so we're going to try to do 600 miles tomorrow, 600 miles on Wednesday, and then we'll knock out the last little bit on Thursday morning. So that's the plan. So anyway, back on the road. I was off for over 2 weeks, so glad to be back on the road, get back to work. So thanks for watching, and talk to you later.